Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Mauricio Umansky shows off the car that Kyle Richards dubbed. The RHOBH dad took the famous vehicle on a 3-hour road trip to celebrate a business milestone. Mauricio Umansky is quite proud of his recent vehicle purchase. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills dad showed off the modified truck via Instagram on Friday, July 18, just hours after he landed in Aspen, Colorado. Mauricio told followers he was taking the Jeep Gladiator on a 3-hour road trip to Steamboat Springs, where he would celebrate another milestone for the agency, the ever-expanding brokerage firm he founded in 2011. "I cannot tell you how excited I am this morning," he said while standing beside the vehicle. "We usually do grand openings approximately a year after they actually open. I cannot be more excited to be driving out to Steamboat Springs today and celebrating them. They are actually crushing the real estate market in Steamboat. The agency is just doing great all over the world right now." Mauricio then turned the camera to his all-black truck, which he loaded with his bike. "So, I'm taking my rig out to Steamboat. This is my rig," he said before touching on his collarbone injury from February. "I got my road bike on there. I'm not taking the mountain bike. It's a little too difficult with my clavicle. I'm still a little bit scared of riding on the rocks and what have you. I gotta get over that fear pretty soon." Mauricio hit the road a few minutes later and went to share a few shots of his scenic drive and a snap of him proudly posing with the off-road rig. "This is my famous midlife crisis Jeep lol," he wrote the story, "No shame." Mauricio was referencing comments his estranged wife, Kyle Richards, made on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show. The mother of 4 mentioned the truck when addressing claims that Mauricio was going through a midlife crisis. "Probably there is, there's some truth to that," she told castmate Erica Jane. "I mean, I would say this to his face, which I actually have. Kind of watching how he's been navigating through this situation. They're split. There's been times I've thought, oh, this is giving major midlife crisis vibes. All the way down to a car he bought for our house in Aspen that I just call the Midlife Crisis Mobile." Kyle described the vehicle as a big monster truck with a rough, sandpapery exterior and big wheels. "It looks like a monster coming through town," she joked. "It's not like one you see around Aspen, and everyone stares and you're like, oh God." Since announcing their separation over 2 years ago, Kyle and Mauricio have maintained a healthy and supportive relationship. The exes regularly reunite for special events and family get-togethers, including holidays, parties, and nights at the club. Mauricio touched on his and Kyle's dynamic during a May chat with TMZ, insisting their relationship was nothing short of amazing. "We talk all the time," he said. "I love her." Learn more about Kyle and Mauricio's separation and how they're navigating co-parenting life. It's not every day that Mauricio Umansky, real estate mogul, reality TV star, and consummate family man, makes headlines for something other than multi-million-dollar property deals or red carpet appearances with estranged but still close wife Kyle Richards. But this time, it wasn't a lavish Beverly Hills mansion or a designer watch turning heads. It was his brand new, jaw-dropping car. And, in true Richards Umansky fashion, it came with a wink, a nudge, and a cheeky nickname from Kyle herself. The Midlife Crisis Mobile. The vehicle in question, a fire-red Ferrari Roma Spider. Sleek, flashy, loud in all the right ways. The kind of car that doesn't whisper luxury, it roars it, unapologetically. The convertible glistened like a ruby under the California sun as Mauricio proudly unveiled it on social media, his grin stretching wider than the Pacific Coast Highway. "I've worked hard my whole life. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself." Mauricio captioned the Instagram reel that showed him sliding into the plush leather seat, revving the engine with boyish glee. He may have just turned 54, but in that moment, he looked 24 again, hair tousled, sunglasses on, blasting Sweet Child O' Mine from the car's surround sound system. But perhaps the most hilarious part of the post wasn't the car itself. It was the comment from Kyle Richards that followed. So this is what a midlife crisis looks like? Just don't let Portia drive it. The comments set the internet on fire. Fans, followers, and fellow Real Housewives alums flooded the post with laughing emojis, heart reactions, and their own theories about what Kyle really meant. Was it playful shade? Was it a loving jab? Or was it her way of publicly acknowledging the complicated yet undeniable connection the two still share? Mauricio didn't hesitate to clap back in the most charming way possible. "Better a Ferrari than a face tattoo," he replied, sealing the exchange with a laughing emoji and a red heart. Insiders close to the couple say the car is a symbol of more than just luxury or status. It's a marker of Mauricio's new chapter. With his recent appearances on Dancing with the Stars, his growing media empire, and the increasing independence from his longtime role as Kyle's rock, Mauricio has been slowly but surely carving a life that's his own. And this Ferrari? It's not just a car, it's a message. Still, it's hard to ignore the symbolism. The bright red sports car has long been the cliché for men facing midlife crossroads. But Mauricio has never been one to shy away from irony. In fact, he's leaned into it with characteristic humor. He even joked in a recent TMZ interview, "Look, if this is what a midlife crisis is, I'm okay with it. Beats buying a drum set and starting a rock band." The Roma Spider isn't just any car either. With a top speed of over 198 miles per hour, a turbocharged V8 engine, and the kind of Italian craftsmanship that makes car enthusiasts weep, this is a vehicle made for the open road and the spotlight. Just like Mauricio. It was love at first drive. He admitted in a recent episode of Buying Beverly Hills, where he took his colleagues at the agency for a ride around the city. The episode doubled as a showcase for both the car and his charismatic persona, a perfect PR moment for a man who's increasingly becoming a brand unto himself. But what about Kyle? Despite their separation, the former couple has kept things surprisingly warm. They still vacation with their daughters, appear on each other's social feeds, and share friendly banter that would make any fan of reality TV romance hopeful for a reconciliation. And while Kyle may poke fun at Mauricio's car, those close to her say she's genuinely supportive of his new adventures. "Kyle's always been a realist," said a family friend. She jokes about the midlife crisis mobile, but she knows Mauricio. If he's driving fast cars, it's because he's earned it. And deep down, I think she's proud of him. That hasn't stopped fans from speculating wildly, of course. Online threads buzz with interpretations of the Ferrari's deeper meaning. Is Mauricio trying to impress someone new? Is this his way of reclaiming youth? Or is it simply a guy who's finally doing things for himself after years of being known as Kyle Richards' husband? Whatever the case, Mauricio isn't hiding. He's embracing it all. Open roads, open hearts, and yes, even open-top convertibles. His Instagram feed now features dreamy shots of Malibu drives, early morning car washes, and even a video of his youngest daughter, Portia, begging for a turn behind the wheel. Spoiler, she didn't get it. "It's not about the car," he said in a sit-down with ET Online. "It's about freedom. I've lived my life doing the right things, being the guy everyone depended on. This is just, for me, a symbol of joy."